the summer of 1940, the Battle of Britain was at its height. Daily, German planes struck across the Channel at London and nearby industrial targets like great Vauxhall automobile works in Luton. Army trucks were rolling off the lines when at 4:50 in the afternoon of August 30th, the bombers appeared. Within a few minutes, over 40 bombs hit the factory, killing or wounding 79 workers. But the Luftwaffe failed in its mission. For a few days later, the plant was back in full swing. Today, the workers of Luton are engaged in another battle, this time the battle of production. The war left Britain exhausted, almost completely dependent on exports for its economic survival. Most of the automobiles in the huge Vauxhall factory are shipped abroad so that food and raw materials can be brought in. The war, and the years immediately followed it, introduced sweeping changes that have affected the lives of all the British people. From industrial workers to landed gentry, from housewives to this Vauxhall Foreman. Cecil Pattenden is a skilled craftsman who has been with Vauxhall for 25 years. Although he owns a car, Mr. Pattenden uses it on special occasions. He bicycles to and from plant to save expenses. After work, Mr. Pattenden has an appointment with his doctor. He arrives early so he will not have a long wait. For under the National Health Service, doctors have more patients than they can conveniently handle. The health program offers medical, dental, and hospital care to everyone at practically no cost. Each doctor has a large pool of persons who can call on him when they are ill. He is also allowed to retain his private practice among those who wish to pay. Socialized medicine has been the subject of much utter controversy both in Britain and abroad. Its critics attack it for waste and inefficiency, for placing needless demands on an already overworked profession, and for pampering people who are not really sick. They point to the endless paperwork that takes a doctor away from his practice of medicine, and they maintain that government control destroys all individual initiative. On the other hand, supporters of the plan claim that medical care is one of the first duties of government, that the level of British health has risen to its high point in history, and that the benefits of modern treatment are now up to millions who never before could have afforded them. In any event, the National Health Program has become such an integral part of British life that today all political parties support it. The next morning, Mrs. Pattenden leaves the house early to do her marketing. This is a special day, for their young son Bill is coming home on his last Army leave before sailing overseas. Mr. Pattenden has taken the car and gone to the station to meet him. She shops at a neighborhood store that is run by a Mrs. Anderson, the widow of a doctor killed during the war. With her small savings, Mrs. Anderson went into trade to support her family, and helped by old friends like Mrs. Pattenden, now has a good business. At the station, the express arrives from London, bringing Bill Pattenden on his final weekend leave. His father meets him on the platform, and on their way to the car, he learns that Bill's outfit has been assigned to a garrison in the Middle East. There he will serve out the 18 months that remain of his 2-year term of compulsory military duty. weeks, Mrs. Pattenden has looked forward to Bill's coming. For weeks, she and her husband have cut down on their meals in order to save ration coupons. Only in this way can she serve adequate portions of such scarce items as butter, eggs, sugar, and meat. After his over-service, Bill hopes to return to Luton and work in the Vauxhall plant. But until then, this will be his last visit home. In the afternoon, Bill and his father walk down to the town square to see their friends at the pub, or public house, which in England is as the club of the working man. Each pub has its own distinctive sign, like the taverns of Shakespeare's time, or the 18th century coffee houses. And here friends gather for sociable leisure hours. The licensing laws of pubs are very strict. They generally close in the mid-afternoon, then are open only from 6 until 10 at night. Beer mixed with stout is a favorite drink, called half and half.
Joke and joys, with claret and sherry, the all and boys.
Like most pubs, the first and last has its own group of elder statesmen, some of whom have been in attendance for 20 or 30 years.
In frolics dispose of pound shillings and pence.
The dartboard is a familiar fixture in every pub. It is that became very popular with American soldiers who were stationed in Britain during the war. Bystanders follow the game with interest and good-natured kidding, for there is an old custom that the loser must stand the group a treat. On Sunday, Bill's last day of leave, the Pattendens attend the old Luton church, known for its unusual checkerboard design, and said to be built on the ruins of an earlier church founded here over 1,000 years ago. The church plays an important part in British family life, and in smaller towns and villages it is often the center of most community activities. Although the Church of England is the official state religion of Great Britain, there are no restrictions on other churches or sects. Through its history, Britain has been the home of many famous religious leaders. Thomas à Becket of Canterbury, John Knox, Cardinal Newman, George Fox of the Quakers, and the Wesley brothers, to name but a few. Though in the past there were periods of intolerance and even persecution of different groups, since the 19th century there has been complete freedom for all faiths. After service, the Pattendens have planned to take a ride into the country to watch a glider meet at nearby Dunstable Downs, one of the best glider fields in England. They spend the afternoon together, returning only in time to eat and see Bill off on his train. The family car, a Vauxhall, is over 15 years old, but still in excellent repair. Although Mr. Pattenden has the money saved to buy a new one, he must wait 3 years for delivery. Like many other British products, automobiles are made largely for export, and only a relatively few are allotted to the home market each year. These are the family's last hours together. Tomorrow, Bill will be gone, and the Pattendon's life will settle into a new routine. And although they talk of other things, each is aware of the uncertain years that lie ahead. The British have seen many changes since the war, and they know there are still more to come. For no one in Britain today has any illusions of a safe, easy future. Once again, they are engaged in a battle of survival, a battle that will test them to the limits of sacrifice and determination. Once again, they are not afraid, for these are a people of courage and hope.